This is notice of defection from the Labour Party to the All Progressives Congress. This is very important for the benefit of this country and the peace of this nation. I write to respectfully notify the distinguished Senate through the office of the Senate President of my resignation from the Labour Party and my decision to officially join the All Progressives Congress. This decision follows extensive consultations with my constituents, my political stakeholders, my supporters across Edo South Senatorial District, who have expressed their desire to have me enter a party that will give our people national prominence and political relevance. I want to align my senatorial district with the development and the renewed hope agenda of the current administration. My defection is necessitated by irreconcilable internal crises and leadership challenges within the Labour Party, which have hampered my capacity to effectively represent and deliver on the true mandate of governance to the good people of Edo South. And this has accounted for the many complaints and tears that the senator had been heaping on me. I remain fully committed to the service of my constituents and the advancement of the democratic ideals of this Senate. Kindly accept the assurances of my highest regards as I request that this letter be read on the floor of the Nigerian Senate and appropriately documented. I want this to be documented because it will infringe on my right and privilege as a senator if I do not ensure that this is documented. Oh, this is signed by distinguished Senator Neda Imasuen, LLB, BL, MPA. And this is so important that I felt it is important I bring it to the notice of the Senate and for the documentation of the clerk of the Senate. Clerk, please ensure the documentation. May distinguished Senator Neda step forward as you move graciously to your new party. And please approach the chair for a handshake. Senate Leader, please bring your people. You shall no longer labor in vain. You shall not labor in vain. Please touch him. From today, you will not labor in vain. You will no longer labor in vain. You will not labor in vain. You will not labor in vain.
Let your microphone pick.
You will not labor in vain. And your decision to leave a fractured party is noted and well documented. You will not labor in vain. You will not labor in vain. Welcome to the APC.
That's a good one. is the presentation and consideration of the reports of the Ad hoc Committee on Oversight of Emergency Rule in Rivers State on the following: screening of the chairman and members of the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission, screening of the chairman and members of Rivers State Civil Service Commission, screening of the chairman and members of Rivers State Local Government Service Commission, and screening of the chairman and members of Rivers State Primary Health Care Management Board. Mr. President, with your permission, I wish to move the motion for the Senate to receive and consider the report. I so move.
Senator Victor Ume, can you second the motion?
Very distinguished colleagues, with your permission, Mr. President, and believing that every distinguished senator has a copy each of these reports, I will just quickly go into our recommendations, observations and recommendations for each of the reports. And I start with the report of the Senate Committee on the screening of chairman and members of the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, the Senate at its plenary on Thursday, 12 June 2025, considered the request of Mr. President and Commander-in-Chief.
Order, please. Order, please. No. Order, please.
The Senate at its plenary on Thursday, 12 June 2025, considered the request of Mr. President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria for the confirmation of nominees for appointment as chairmen and members of the following boards and agencies of Rivers State. 1. Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission. 2. Rivers State Civil Service Commission. 3. Rivers State Local Government Service Commission. And 4. Rivers State Primary Health Management Board, and referred same to the committee via order of referral of 12 June 2025 for further legislative actions. The committee requested for and received the curriculum vitae and other accompanying documents, as well as the security clearances from the Office of the Special Advisor to the President on Senate Matters, who work with the various security agencies. Thereafter, the nominees were invited to appear before the committee for the screening on Tuesday, 17 June 2025 and Wednesday, 18 June 2025. The committee screened the nominees, whereby they answered questions relevant to the areas of their appointment to the satisfaction of the committee. Gentlemen.
Order, please.
General observations. At the end of each screening exercise, the committee deliberated on the nominees' suitability for appointment as chairman and members of the boards and agencies and made the following observations and findings. 1. That the one nominee for appointment as a member of the Rivers State Primary Health Care Board, Victoria Boma Samuel, representing Ministry of Local Government Affairs as ex-officio, was stood down because she was not present for the screening. 2, that all the nominees screened satisfied the requirements of Section 200 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended. For the avoidance of doubt, Section 200 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended stipulates in the following subsections: no person shall be qualified for appointment as a member of any of the bodies aforesaid if he is not qualified or if he is disqualified for election as a member of the House of Assembly. B, within the preceding 10 years, he has been removed as a member of any of the bodies or as the holder of any other office on the ground of misconduct. 2, any person employed in the public service of a state shall not be disqualified for appointment as chairman or member of any of such bodies, provided that where such person has been duly appointed, he shall, on his appointment, be deemed to have resigned his former office as from the date of the appointment. 3, no person shall be qualified for appointment to any of the bodies aforesaid if, having previously been appointed as a member, otherwise as an ex officio member of that body, has been reappointed for a further term as a member of the same body. 3, that all the screened nominees possess cognate experience and are eminently qualified for appointment as chairmen and members of the boards and agencies for which they were nominated for appointment by Mr. President. 4, that the nominees' antecedents have made them fit and proper persons for appointment to occupy the offices of the chairmen and members of the boards and agencies in the Rivers State government for which they were nominated. 5, that the nominees were articulate and meticulous in their responses to questions directed at them by the committee during the screening exercise. 6, that there was no petition against the nomination of any of the nominees. And 7, that security checks on the nominees did not reveal any negative trace against the nominees. Our recommendations. Mr. President and distinguished colleagues, the Senate Ad Hoc Committee on Oversight of Emergency Rule in Rivers State screened the following nominees: 7 nominees for confirmation of appointment of chairman and members of the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission, 5 nominees for confirmation of appointment as chairman and members of the Rivers State Civil Service Commission, 7 nominees for confirmation of appointment as chairman and members of Rivers State Local Government Service Commission, and 14 nominees out of the 15 nominations for confirmation of appointment of chairman, executive director, and members of Rivers State Primary Health Care Management Board. That the Senate do confirm the nominations of the underlisted persons as chairman and members of Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission. 1, Michael Akpabio, Ode, PhD, chairman. 2.
Leader, I don't think you should read the name because the names are there already.
Yeah, the names are there. Please consider the names as listed. And then B, that the Senate do confirm as chairman and members of the Rivers State Civil Service Commission the 5 nominees hereunder listed as contained in the reports that we all have. And C, also confirm for appointment as chairman and members of Rivers State Local Government Service Commission the 7 names hereunder listed. And 4, also confirm for appointment as chairman and executive director and members of Rivers State Primary Health Care Management Board the 14 names hereunder listed. Mr. President and distinguished colleagues, on behalf of the committee, I wish to most sincerely again thank the Senate for the opportunity to serve in this regard. I so move.
Thank you, Leader, for